Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome.
So, social media. Do you think Reddit is like a type of,
I think it is. I think I kind of think Reddit is more for like links.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people will put like sports links because nobody has cable anymore.
I see.
They
to
just
like live stream.
Yeah, live stream it offline.
Okay.
Or like I got free textbooks on Reddit.
Okay.
So hack.
Okay. Yeah, like I mean, I use it more like as an advice platform, I would say, or like if I'm looking for funny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like if I have an issue with this, I'll like go for the subreddit and be like, oh, these people have the issue, here's the answer. Or I'll just be like, hey, does anybody know how to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And just like kind of go from there. But I don't know. I think Reddit's growing, but not in like the social media way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's I see the format more like written.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Only other thing I can think of off the top of my head is like Craigslist.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking of, like that old written type
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I try to use Reddit as like a Tumblr. So I try to put like photos on there and travel groups and things like that, and people were just not
I wouldn't think so. Yeah, I think like it's more of a writing platform, I would say. But like the photos I see are either like memes or they're like screenshot of the issue they're having, and it's like,
for sure.
So I don't know, but I know like Pinterest is kind of growing.
I think Pinterest has always been there,
but no, I think like I don't know if it's new or not, but now you can make like a business page.
That's new.
Yeah, and like use that.
All these places are getting better at like monetizing.
Yeah.
At like making it so that this is specific for this brand.
Yeah.
So. And before it was a little bit harder where you just had like your personal page.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, but do you see like Pinterest being more like Tumblr or Reddit, would you say?
That's a tough one. Picture wise, definitely Tumblr, because it's definitely like
the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
And you go by like you're judging a book off of its cover.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I use Pinterest for like food recipes, and like when I'm searching something, I'm like, oh, this one looks better than that one. So let me read
and
that.
now they got the videos, and so they're like, do this. You're like, oh, that's only 5 things. I can do that. And then you go to your pantry, you don't have anything, but
yeah. I see it more as
Pinterest is definitely it uses like the same search engine as like Google and things like that. So hashtag wise, compared to Instagram, it's a lot better. And it's honestly, if you're gonna pay for ads, the best place to do it is on Pinterest.
Okay.
Because you'll not only be higher on Pinterest, but you'll also be higher on Google search too. So then you have two.
Yeah. Because I know like a lot of people in social media, like the bloggers and influencers and everything, they're like, they say like the best place to grow right now is like Pinterest.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And it's also the aesthetic and the photos and the repins and things like that. So, there's a lot to it, like all of them. But, it's more interactive, I think.
I think so too.
Can you comment on Pinterest?
I think so. I don't know if it's comments or like reviews or something. Like, oh yeah, I tried this recipe and it's a 10 out of 10 type of thing. I don't know.
I remember those now, and they like show pictures of what they did
and like how it came out and all that. Yeah.
Oh, because they had like Pinterest fails.
Really?
Don't you remember those?
I don't think so.
Okay, so like they would have these. I think they made a whole like Netflix series off of this.
What?
But they would have these people do these things on Pinterest that they would show
like DIY stuff,
like crafts or like recipes, like you said, and then they would make it and show the actual picture, and it'd be completely messed up.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've tried to make and do some stuff off of Pinterest, and it was just fail after fail, and I was like, I give up.
Yeah. So I think, so like Instagram, kind of skews your view on your body and your life, right? I think Pinterest skews your
like,
ability
to make food and like creative side.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I'm so creative, I can do all these cool things, and then you try to do something on Pinterest, and you're like,
it's like, and just throw everything out.
I know.
Yeah.
Just put googly eyes on everything.
Yeah, definitely make it better.
That's what Pinterest is coming to.
Yeah, right. Totally.
I think out of Reddit and Pinterest, I would use Pinterest more because I'm more of a visual person.
Okay.
But I do see like long-term growth in Reddit.
Yeah.
More than I see in Pinterest. I mean, they're both gonna have long-term growth, but I'm saying like Reddit, like 20 years from now, is probably still gonna exist.
Yeah, because I think Reddit's been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. It just hasn't been like, you know what I mean, like completely just like out. Mm-hmm. But like I think like a lot more people are like learning about it. Because I remember like I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago. I could be making this up, but I think like when I worked as a receptionist, there was like some guy and he's like, oh yeah, I'm on Reddit. And I'm like, what the heck is Reddit? You know, like shut up. But then like when I actually researched it and I saw what it was, I was like, oh, this is actually cool. Mm-hmm. And now it's like people are like, oh, do you have Reddit? Do you know this subreddit? And I'm like, okay, like a lot more people are actually learning what Reddit is.
Yeah. Sure.
So it has a lot of growth, but like I said, it's more like I use it more as like advice and like stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like there's other subreddits that can help you grow in the social media world. But
so let's talk a little bit about hacks that we know.
Okay.
Or like things that we've done.
Think are hacks?
Yeah, things that we think are hacks. So, okay. So one thing I want to say first is I think when Instagram, before it got bought by Facebook, there was a lot more little things in the algorithm you could kind of figure out, which we discussed earlier. And I feel like Facebook was almost failing in a sense where it was becoming very communal, like family type.
Yeah, like people barely posted on Facebook and use Facebook. So yeah.
I definitely like took a hiatus from Facebook for about a couple of years until they bought Instagram, and I was like, oh, I got to get back on here.
Yeah.
And then once they bought Instagram, some of the things that I did, prior weren't working anymore. So we're going to be a little transparent. I'm going to be transparent about some of the things that I do to help grow my Instagram, help grow my social media. First thing is hashtags, which we talked about. You have to do your research though. And I'm going to be honest, guys, when I do a post, it takes me at least 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to put a lot of thought into it and research and everything.
And so sometimes what I'll do is I'll even like plan it out for the whole week. I'll be like, I mean, the photos are the easy part for me, at least.
Yeah.
The photos I can do really quickly. If I didn't have to do a caption, which we've all been there, where we're like, caption or hashtags, it would take me 20 seconds to put up stuff on Instagram. But because I'm trying to grow, it takes me a while. So what I do is I look at relevant hashtags. So let's say I just posted about Thailand, right? So I'm going to go to, I did travel Thailand as my like hashtag base. Let's call it a base. Okay. And then I went to the 3 top there.
Okay.
And I'll screenshot the hashtags they used.
Okay. And like mix it with yours.
And mix it.
Okay.
And it'll be things like, because sometimes their photos don't really relate to my photos. Another thing I look for too is like I'll look for the top photos, and if they look like my photo that I want to post, then I'm like, okay, I'm in the right hashtag
area. Yeah.
If they don't look anything like it, you're in the wrong hashtag. It's not going to work. So what I do is I'll screenshot it, mix it up with the hashtags, and then I always make sure I don't use the same hashtags as I did before.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I read somewhere that Instagram said if you use the same hashtag over and over and over again,
it's not gonna work.
You're gonna get like spammed, or you're gonna be seen as a bot.
Speaking of, I also read that how like you have a limit of 30 hashtags. I also read, and people have told me multiple times, like don't use all 30. They say use 20.
Yeah, I've heard that since day one.
Yeah, so
never
it's like,
use all. Yeah,
I don't know. But then there are some people that say they give you a limit of 30, so use the 30. But it's like,
well, if you hit that 30 mark, then they know you're just using hashtags to use hashtags.
Yeah, and
the original like way to use hashtags was to incorporate in your caption, and then also when you commented on people's stuff, you would add a hashtag. So you'd be like,
this is hashtag awesome.
Yeah, hashtag blessed. Things like that. So.